You see, my whole freaking life has been ruled by fear. First of all, fear of dying. That's the main foundation of all fears. So, fear of dying is my number one. Fear of losing a loved one. Fear of not being good enough. Fear of not making enough money to take care of myself, my family, especially my parents. Those people have really done a lot for me and my siblings. So fear of not making that enough money to make them proud, to put a smile on their faces before they leave this reality. Fear of not being smart enough, fear of not being confident enough, fear of not being fear. See, sometimes when I sleep at night and I hear sound like a my heart will skip a beat. Like it will look like my spirit wants to leave my body because I might be thinking that it's a robbery or something. Fear, my life has been ruled by fear. From the first day I got into this earth to my 29 on this earth, it has been ruled by fear. Now, what am I scared of? That is something I started to ask myself. What is that one thing that is making you scared of death? First of all, from my year 1 to year 29 on this earth, it has been one struggle to the other struggle. Survival mode, that is what I have been on. I have not gone on any breaks. You know the way life is, it does not give you breaks. So I've not gone on any breaks. It has been one suffering to the other suffering to the other suffering to something. I'm always trying to overcome something. Me and my family are always trying to, survive from some kind of mood and stages. So if I have been going through all these things in this reality, what am I scared of? Why am I holding on to the suffering? Why am I not, rushing back to meet the Creator? Going back to where I came from, because if this reality is full of these things, what is the one thing that is making me hold on to this reality? And now I am scared of dying to meet the Creator, the source of life. The one has been helping me through all the struggles, showing me how powerful I am, showing me how I can stand the taste of time, the taste of whatever that comes my way. Why am I scared to go meet that Creator? Is there something I'm doing? Is there something I'm not proud of? So as I asked myself these questions, I told myself recently, turning 30, I said, Vivian, you have tried. You have given fear enough power. So it is time to take back, if not all the power, some of the power from fear. It's not going to happen in a day. It is not going to happen in a week, not even months. It might take years. But every decision in life comes from that one moment that you decide. So decide now. Start taking back some of the powers from this fear and start living your life just the way you want to. Stop being scared of, not being good enough. Why? You are good enough. You're beautiful. The Creator deems you worthy. That is why you brought you here. You're smart enough, girl. To whose person's comparison are you thinking you're not smart? And why are you scared of losing a loved one? If they are going back to meet the source of life that even brought you guys together in this earth, why are you scared of them dying? Why are you scared? So I have decided that the rest of my life, I'm going to try something different, okay? I'm going to try to live my life, and I'm going to try to take the power from fear so I can live my life the way I want to, and just be myself. The story today is how I was able to rearrange my room with less than 30k. And yes, you heard me right, 30,000 naira. I was able to redecorate my room. 3 years now being a content creator, I used to think that by now I would be able to make some basic changes to my room. I thought that by now YouTube would be paying me enough money to be able to, at least change my wardrobe, because that wardrobe is dead. My bed frame, like my back aches. This thing won't kill me. My mattress has, I don't know if it's sink or sank, but yeah, something is wrong with it. I used to think that I would have been making enough money to change these things, but a girl could dream. Trust me. YouTube really showed me. They showed me this. I was making plans and you're like, okay, come on, end that money. But anyways, I'm actually still grateful for what I make right now. I'm able to feed, help out in the house, just basic life necessity. I'm able to do that. So I am grateful. So I still decided, still on still, that I'm going to make that little changes with the little money that I have. And I spent 30k. Now I did not budget for 30k. It just so happened that after I was done with the redecorating, it happened that the money I spent was close to 30,000 naira. So here are the things that I ended up doing. I ended up rearranging the furnitures by myself, just rearranging, oh yeah, and then I painted. I made a shelf. I bought frame and also made a frame, and I bought a flower vase. So let's get into the first thing I did in rearranging my furnitures. I didn't move the furnitures alone. I had help. I not be superwoman at all. Oh. I needed help, so Intima is here to help me. And I would say Intima is a family friend, but this is how she got into our lives. She is my younger sister's childhood friend that turned a family friend. So she's going to be helping me move the furnitures around. And we needed help from Uncle White Wine. So we needed to sip some white wine, even though I keep telling myself that I have stopped taking alcohol, but I needed the wine that day so that I can be in that mood of partying, like that tipsy mood. I wanted to be in that mood so I can do things like this. Almost I like to have fun. So what I'm doing now is to be able to move the furniture, I need to take off some of the items in the wardrobe so it can be movable. And while I tried to take off some items, I realized that I had some items that I wasn't even wearing anymore. So I decided to take those ones off totally and like decluster. You know that thing now, that's just decluster so you can make space for new things. And another thing again is my younger sister used to share this room. Let me not say used to, because she still shared the room partially. She got a job in Lagos, so she's going to be partially here in Abuja and also in Lagos. So what I did was I just moved some of her things. Let me not say some, let me not lie. I moved a lot of her things, like a lot of her things, to the store so I can make space for myself and make this room my own space, something content ready. So this is where I'm at right now. I took off some of the items and now the wardrobe is movable. And I also decided to give you guys some little whining. And now it's time for us to move. I did the moving of the bed alone because that was not really hard. I just needed to make space so that the wardrobe can pass behind. So I moved it. And you can see Intima directing me on how much I need to move for that. Like traffic warden. And we decided to sip some wine before we go into the main job, which is moving the wardrobe. At this point, I actually did not know how I wanted everything to turn up. Like I did not know what I was going for, but I envisioned something. Like I had something in mind that actually prompted this. Like I saw myself in a space that I'm going to recreate. You guys are going to see the result. It actually came out really nice at last. But yeah, I hope you stick to the end. I know you're going to love it if you stick to the end. So now, this point, like I really stressed into my bag. This was not a job for sisters. Anyways, I used to see this kind of job like I can be able to do because I used to do it like even in university. I always move my things myself. The only time you see people helping me is probably when my friends, guys, decide to come, but I do these things myself. I grew up, always acting like a guy because let me not say I did not have a brother because that was not the reason. I think I loved spending time with guys, and I also saw myself as a guy in some kind of way. Like I have the attributes. Let's just say the testosterone in my system is a lot. So yeah, I just have this guy this thing. I don't know how to say, boy, the guy aura. I do things that most guys cannot even do. Yes, you the own gen. I the own gen. And sometimes I fix my gen. And if you're a guy watching this thing, ask yourself, can you do that? I used to change plug. I used to do some things that most guys cannot do. I know they cap and they tell you how it be. So at this point, we are decided to do some board meeting of what is going to happen, because at this point, the team was looking like it was not going to be realistic. But I had something in mind. Like, trust me, I had a vision and I wanted that vision to come true. So, see, I was not directing her on my vision. And we decided to move it just the way I had imagined. This year, let us always allow our imagination to take over in Jesus' name. Even though I don't say that most of the time when I pray. Sorry if you're hearing this. Yes, I don't say that no more. I just always say in the name of the Creator, in the name of the Source of Life, in the name of the one true God. I hardly say in Jesus' name because there's a lot of controversy against that name, and I just feel like the God, if I'm still calling God and calling the Source of Life, is the same thing, the same person. God is the Father and the Father is the Son. The Son is also the Father, according to the Bible, according to every religion. So yeah. Anyways, see me here, just showing off my manly power. I pray. I was just instructing Intima on how further we need to move this. Trust me, I had to cut some of the clip off. It was really a board meeting. Do you notice the board? Like, we spent time with delegates, National Assembly thing. We did a lot of, before we now got to an agreement, because as we're trying to do it, it was looking like it's not going to work. But no, I knew it was going to work. And you guys are going to see the result and you will know that it really did work. Oh, it's just that is how life is. Sometimes when you try to do something new, you always get this really work, like the negativity in you just want to kill the idea before it happens. Oh yeah, it still happened. So at this point we decided to analyze what is happening, and I just kept explaining to her, like, girl, this is going to be it, like this is going to come out really beautiful. And now we decided to move the shoe rack to the side that I envisioned the shoe rack. At this point, Intima was tired, and guess what I did? I had to fill up her glass. You don't know me. If you know me in real life, you will know that this guy is colo. I'm going to go ahead and fill up her glass, but right now I was trying to convince her that she should just envision what is going to happen. Like, I was trying to explain my dreams to her, okay? And now I'm just going to go for the glass to fill her glass up so that she can be in the level of highness that I'm already on. Like, naturally high, always on 420. If you know what 420 is, I am always baked. And I just want her to just be on that level. Like, let her just, even though it does not work out, that's something I want to start doing this year. Even though it will not work out, let's just try it and let it not just work out at the end, and then we'll know that, okay, we tried it. You get? Let's just not give up. So at this point, everybody ready, the thing don't enter body, and this is it. What are you saying? It was going to work, trust me, and this is it. Now, this is how it was looking, but then I was so tired that I did not continue with the rearranging. Like, I was tired, Intima was tired. So what we did was sleep off and continue the next day. But yeah, my shoe rack was already filled back with a shoe, and the next day is cleaning and arranging. Now, this part I did alone because the next day Intima was leaving back to where she was coming from, which is Mina. She left us, so this is where the room was, or that's to the following morning. I woke up and I just told myself the work plenty. But what will I do? Like, I had the vision, I have to see it through, and I'm definitely gonna see it through. That is my motto this year. No quitting, see everything through. So the next thing I'm gonna do is arrange the clothes. Okay, no, not arrange the clothes. I'm going to clean my wardrobe, sorry. So I'm going to clean the wardrobe. Like, this rearranging gave me the opportunity to like clean up my room again. Like, do like thorough cleaning, every ink and corner, every nook and corner. Like, I make sure I dip my hand everywhere. You get, like, make the room fresh again, just like the way it was so fresh when I moved in. Your baby girl is giving you guys poses. Okay, so I decided to just do like thorough cleaning. While I was cleaning, I said, Vivian, take off your curtains and wash them. Like, you have to have this washed. Since it's like a room makeover, everything should be new and fresh and smelling good. So I took off the curtains and my room was exposed. At this point, my room was without pants and it was naked and it was just like that. Like everything was out. Everybody could see its private part. Yes, I stripped my room of its attires and everything, and it was naked, and I had to wash the curtains. And then after a few hours, dry season, everything came back, and my room was back to its norm. Okay, so this is what it was looking like. This is everything done. My bed laid and everywhere was just clean. I had to put my tuari, like my scent, my incense. I had to burn incense and everywhere was just smelling nice. All the clothes neatly folded, and when I did the decluster, it turns out that my room became very light and my wardrobe became very light, and I loved it. Now I have the space to make new things for my wardrobe. So what I spent for this, the cost is 0 naira, just my time and energy. So if you're about to do something like this, it's going to cost you nothing but just your time and energy. I saw this video on TikTok and the girl was giving secrets to how to make your video quality better. She said, stop using your front camera to record, use your back camera. And I'm like, okay, what about those that like to see themselves while they record? E.g., me. I like to see myself like this while I record. But so this is what my room looks like. This is the progress. This is where I am at right now. You can see. And I have been racking or cracking my brain about what to do with the space here. The space. Let me show you guys. I've been wondering what to do about it because I don't want to leave it like that. So I have gone on Pinterest so many times to check for ideas, and I have like 2 ideas I think I can do here. One is putting up a shelf on top, and the other is painting half of it green. Yeah, why did I choose green? I don't know, but the first thing that came to my mind was green, and that's why I chose green. Emerald green. So what do you think? I'm going to put up a shelf. As for the painting, I don't think I'll be calling a painter. I think I'll do it myself. I used to paint. Yes, I've done it so many times. I've done it while I was in the university. I've done it while I was still with my parents. I always like to repaint my room, so I might be doing that one myself. What I have in mind is to paint half of it green and then put up a shelf. After the green, the shelf goes up, and I'll just put all those fake plants. I want the real plant, but let's start with fake plants first. So I'm just gonna put fake plants, light, books, just decorate it. And I don't have any money for this. Okay, so what is my budget? 0 naira. I don't have a budget for this. I just want to do something cheap. Oh, okay. So let's make a list. Let's make a list of things that I want to do. Let's just make a list. I'm going to be painting the walls by myself, so help me God. Okay, so I'm going to buy paint, I'm going to buy brush, and why I am going to get all these things, I'll use one eye to look for a carpenter that can do the shelf for me. Let's go buy paint. I had to do some affirming and prayer in between this, and trust me guys, this is not because of the camera. I had to do this. I had to remind myself why I was doing this, and also pray that nothing goes wrong, like the process goes smoothly. especially for the fact that I've been getting negative comments around me saying that, girl, call a painter, and why using green? That emerald green is not going to be fine. Like, I've been getting negative comments and I didn't want anything to go wrong. I wanted to really show them that they're not in my head. They don't know what I want to achieve. So I just had to continue, and before then I just had to pray. So see me again doing another move, and this time around by myself because Intima left and nobody wanted to help me out. I think they were all seeing me like someone that was crazy, and I like it. I like to be crazy and I like to be weird. Thank you. This is how I was created. So if you don't like it, I like it for both of us. Anyways, before I go into the painting, I went back on YouTube to check on the process of how to paint, because the last time I painted, it was in my parents' house and the whole process has left my head. So I wanted to remind myself of the process. And while I was searching, I searched very hard for a black girl like me. I wanted to watch a video that a black girl like me did the painting. So I had to search, and I got this girl's video, very detailed and very informative. I'll just leave a handle in case. Can you imagine, all those things I was doing? I did not even have my breakfast. It was now I was having my breakfast. For Dio, where I did the act like superwoman for on top vision. Anyway, this is a process I had to follow to paint. From the video, what I saw was use your masking tape to demarcate the wall so that the part you're painting does not pass and go into the other side that you want to be plain. So that's what I did. I used my masking tape and I divided the wall into halves. I'm going to paint the half down, and then the half up is going to be white. And also use your masking tape to cover up some extensions. If you have some, cover it up so that the paint does not get into it. And the next thing I did was to cut out like papers and leaders, nylon bags to cover the floor where I'm painting so it does not get to the floor. Okay, so this is all necessary so you don't make a mess out of your room, especially if you're doing a DIY painting. Just like me, this is a boge renovation. I'll be rearranging, but anyway, we'll still do one. It still come out fine. So while I was doing this, my gate man was like, "Auntie, I go help you." So he came and he helped me mix the paint. And I just felt like, okay, this one don't stick to a big girl. I know if you do. But anyways, I appreciate his help because he actually really helped me out. He knew the amount of water that I needed to use to mix the paints. Even though the video I saw say mix a little water, he did the same too. I would have done it if he's not here. But anyways, thank you. Thank you, guy. So my gate man was still insisting that he's going to help me paint after mixing the thing. I was like, okay, but me, I wanted to do this thing myself. Like I feel like painting is more than just painting. Sometimes it can be therapeutic to me. I remember when I was in school, anytime I do this, things like painting or all these jobs that most people shy away from, I just feel very relaxed and it makes me feel very masculine. I don't know, it gives me this peace of knowing that I can do anything I want to. So when he was painting, I was just praying for something to happen, and yeah, distraction came. He needed to go open the gate, and when he left, I made sure I did not open the door. I continued my painting by myself. Okay, so yeah, I continued to do the first coat, and when you're painting, you need to do first coat, second coat, and sometimes third coat if you did not get the second coat right. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing the first coat. And he came back. He came from the window. I said, "Auntie, your door no they open." And I went to open the door, and he helped me with the side where I had the extension. He showed me how to correctly paint it. And now we did the second coat. I think I did the second coat. By that time he had something to do, and then I allowed it dry up. Truth be told, I don't think I've ever painted any of my space green, especially this type of green, emerald green. I haven't. I actually can't wait to see the finished result. like once I'm done painting, and then the carpenter brings the chef that I paid for. I just can't wait to even decorate the chef and start creating content just the way I want to. Okay, my room is just going to be on ready standby for creating content. So the kind of work I had to do the next day, like cleaning again and rearranging. I personally did some work, shall I used my time and I used my energy on this room. But anyway, see the room now coming to life just as imagined. I be just as Pinterest helped me imagine, but yeah, it's coming to life. And at this point, I spent 4,000 naira to buy paint to 5. I bought brush and my transport. 4,000 naira chain. That's the only money I spent. The next day, the frame came and the chef. Now for the chef, I paid 15,000 naira, and for the frame, I paid 15,000 naira. Okay, so I spent 34,000. Okay, yeah. I beg no verse, miscalculation. I spent 34,000. And also, I started to do some little stickers on the wall, and I wrote on the stickers the things I want to see every morning when I wake up, like validation is for packing and not for humans. I also framed that. That's what is on my frame. And I started to write some quotes like ask, seek, and knock. I love that quote because that is what life is all about. If you ask, you receive. If you seek, you will find. And if you knock, the door will be opened. And I also wrote some things like your soul has this body and not the other way. So you control your body and your body does not control you. I also wrote, God loves us, oneness. Always be yourself. Your experience, your creation. Yeah, I just started to write some things I want to see when I wake up. So enjoy.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before the new. Rewind, take it out of cue.
Something I realized about life is the fact that life is not a serious case. So why would they take them serious? Like, there are no rules, okay? Life is a plaything. Like, this life is a playground for us. We're here to bring our imagination to life. We're here to create. So why are a lot of people just not allowing themselves to fully live, like fully experience life the way they want to? Why are you restricting yourself? There's a beautiful feeling that comes from really, really experiencing life just the way you want to. Now, at this point, the people that were telling me that it will not be fine, this one will not come out nice, they were not hailing me. You can imagine now. Imagine I did not do it. Would they hail me? They were not hailing me. It's fine. It's coming out well. And I am not even done. At this point, I've not even made the frames that I want. Like, I want a lot of frames on my wall. And I want a lot of flower vests. I've not even gotten to that point. They are not healing me. This is just the beginning of my DIY. So I'm going to be doing DIYs of frames by myself. Like, I'm going to be doing it myself. And trust me, I'm going to be bringing a video to you. So, see, if you're a man and we are going to get married, you must be handy, because see this handy thing, it turned me on. No, if you're not handy, I don't think I'll be attracted to you. This is my new motto, like handy, even though we are rich as fuck. We're going to be buying expensive things and DIYing it together. Okay, so if you're a man, this is a hint. Be handy. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you want to. If you want to stick around with me, subscribe. And if you find this video interesting, help me share. But apart from that, I'll be bidding you guys farewell.